Hey everyone, it's Jira back with another video. In this video, I wanted to talk about another Jira report that probably you're going to encounter, and that is going to be a velocity chart. Velocity is being used a lot by Scrum Masters and product owners, and the whole idea of having the velocity chart is to really see how much work your team actually has committed to and how the real work has been completed. And also, going through that to actually calculate the average amount of story points that were actually being completed. Now, when it comes to showing the work within the velocity chart itself, I'm using this image because through all of my projects I didn't have the relevant data, but I'm going to explain to you basically how it works, and it's really simple. As you can see, the gray bar right here represents the commitment from your team. Basically, that is the amount of story points that your team is, well, basically committing themselves and saying how much of work they're actually going to complete within a certain sprint. Now, there's some problems that actually can and may occur, and those are either the overcommitment or undercommitment. Of course, when it comes to the overcommitment, you can actually see it from here. This is the example of the overcommitment, and as you can see, they have committed almost like more than 150 story points to be completed within the sprint, but they completed less than 150 story points. So this is the issue that might actually come up, and that is like the over motivation from the developer side, saying that basically they can complete a lot of stuff. But what matters in here is if something has been committed to be done, it needs to be done. Why this can actually lead to a problem? Because what if the stakeholder wants to actually look at that report? And what if that stakeholder is knowledgeable about this specific report? And if they see this, they're going to basically asking, well, what is happening with other issues and why they have not been completed, and if the team has actually doing the overcommitment. So this is something that needs to be defined within the sprint planning, and this really needs to be set as the first of all as the realistic estimate when it comes to the story points. That's one part, and the second part is actually completing the work. And when we actually say completing the work, that means that the specific work is matching the definition of done. But overall, this is something that you actually want to see and to use when your team, when you actually want to show how the work was actually and how much work was actually indeed completed. This is the one data that was all about the commitment on the work. And basically, that's it. Yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next video. Bye.